Criticising Eric Clapton is a high status opinion. At the end of the day, it is just, you can get a bunch of likes on Twitter by being like, yo, have you heard that this guy was racist in 1976? And everyone would be like, fuck that cunt, this evil bastard, I hope he dies. And then they'll go and listen to Radiohead while Clapton plays on stage with a guitar emblazoned with the Palestinian flag. And, you know, if you mention this...
I mean, it's nice of him to do that, but you still couldn't pay me to go to that gig. Ooh. And it's just the same with Paul Weller and his Palestine piano.
Oh, well, no, Weller's sick. Well, I wouldn't go and see Clapton, but Weller I'd love to see again. Weller's the fucking man, all right?
I mean, my dad, like a Weller superfan, just couldn't be asked to go to the gig, and it was in Dundee, so like...
Well, he missed out then, didn't he?
That speaks volumes for Weller as a
he shot him. Your
dad
shot himself in the foot, quite frankly, and that is not a threat to have a firing squad murder your dad. It's not. Just in case fucking John Densmore gets hold of this. What we say? Yeah. The Clapton thing, you know, whatever. It's just that at the end of the day, it's just easy to shit on Clapton, isn't it? But it's like, he's actually seen like the mass murder of children in Palestine and been like, oh damn, that's really fucked up. This makes me cry. Like, this makes me sad. I don't want this. And whereas Thom Yorke is just like, why are they criticising me?
Well, yeah, like Clapton knows all about the deaths of children.
Well, he actually does. Like, his son. I know you're making a joke about him murdering his son, but his son did actually die at a very young age. So yeah, Clapton is probably really upset when he sees children fucking dead and dying all in his TV screen. Whereas Thom Yorke is just like,
yeah, like Clapton's watching it, it's like, oh, it's bringing it all back.
Thom Yorke's just like, oh,
That's why we're starting a campaign to get Tears in Heaven back to number 1 to raise funds for Palestine.
A dog shit song and a reprehensible song. But I mean, look, I don't go to... Actually, I do go to bat for that one album Clapton made in the 90s, Pilgrim, the one that's...
Of course you do. Of course you fucking do.
The one that's extremely adult contemporary, like, not like his usual kind of adult contemporary blues. It's got, like, 90s trip-hop production and stuff. It's very fucking of its... FFF, it's the Neon Genesis Evangelion one. It's the one that the artist behind that did the artwork for.
Yeah.
That, right, Pilgrim is a dope album, but other ways, like, yeah, everything Clapton has done for decades has been pretty mid, to use the phrase the kids are using, which I hate when I see old people like myself using. I always just think, fuck you, I'll fucking kill you for using the same mid. Anthony Fantano,
I'm glad we don't hang out much in person.
Bob Dylan is mid. Like, fuck off, Fantano, you bald cunt.
I love the idea of Eric Clapton being to his manager, so what's this Neon Genesis Evangelion thing? And I mean, well, you know, it's partly about cruel and neglectful fathers. Right, I'm in.
It wasn't his fault, alright? It's just that FFF said that. It's just to be mean to him. Just mean. It's just FFF being mean. You mean bastard. No, I look, I don't know. But, going back before that, Clapton was good, man. Why do you think people called him fucking God? Because they're like, he's always been a shit musician. It's like, yeah, George Harrison hired a shit musician to play all the lead guitar on his first album.
No one's saying he's a shit musician. They're saying his music is excruciatingly dull. That's very different. Yngwie Malmsteen is a very skilled musician, but who's fucking listening to that? No, that's different
because he...
I'm not getting this.
Apart from our co-host on the wrestling
I'm not getting like Jack and Dwight arguing, because it's basically like mum and dad arguing. It's like,
yeah, because then we have great makeup sex afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but the thing is, Clapton is a completely different guitarist to Yngwie Sweden. You know, he's not a...
I'm not saying they've got identical styles.
No, he's not a show-offy guitar.
It's the same principle.
If you put him
the principle is that you can be a very good musician.
If you put him on good music, he plays well.
People can still find an objectively talented person very boring. Yeah, but most of his own music is not interesting.
The quote directly calls Eric Clapton a bad musician. I rest my case.
Yeah, I don't think that's technically correct. But
yeah,
if someone's not making good music, then